a certain direction.
Hey, hi. Welcome to Stitch Brothers.
Are we live now?
We're live now. You can say hi.
We had a couple technical difficulties,
Yeah, we had some
but here
technical
we are.
difficulties. That's why we're a little late, but
I'm
we're
sure
here.
everyone was getting real nervous. They're like, oh no.
Yeah, but no, we're here.
Welcome everybody to this week's Stitch Brothers. We're excited to be here. We know that this is the most important hour in everyone's week, like we said last time, right?
Yeah.
Again, we like this to be interactive. So for those of you who are in the chat, don't be shy. Ask questions. It makes it more fun.
Oh yeah.
What do we got this week?
Oh well, let's see. We didn't finish up with the Lightbox issue last week. I have some stories to tell. We have Quilt class to review. You have some announcements.
Yeah, I have.
You have some announcements.
Some really cool quilts.
We have
including the one right behind me that occasionally we get something. I mean, obviously everyone's quilt is special, right?
Yeah,
but sometimes you get one and you're like, wow, this lady put a lot of time.
That's a lot of tiny.
And we'll talk about that one. But what is the? I forgot to before we came on here. What was the so long that this is a part of? Do you know? This was the one that was on the website, the 9 patches. Do you know what that one is?
I was in here. I got a delay. What are you talking
about? The what was this? This was on one of the stitch alongs with my mom, right? One of these 9 patch ones. I think that's where it's from.
I don't think so.
Anyways,
it's big and it's beautiful.
Yeah, tiny squares.
Tiny squares.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see everyone joining us.
Yeah.
All right, so we do just the basic
announcements.
All right, so again, we're just going to remind everyone that this month we have the big books. I got a couple emails that I have to answer from yesterday about those books, so I will get in contact with you after this. I checked my email this morning and I saw we had a couple voicemails. We have 20% off all Bernina and Bernette presser feet and the big books, which we love. Again, the big books, these are really, really great. We won't go into that because we've talked about it now for a few weeks here. And again, we have 20% off all domestic and long arm machines, which is really great. And the financing is going to be 2%, 48 months. The window is March 11th to the 15th. Abbreviated version.
And where is the hoop in there? Anywhere?
Is there a hoop in here?
No, I mean the hoop frame. The hoop frame.
It's on the back?
No, it's not. It's not included in the sale.
Oh, all the Q series, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So for those of you who are interested in the hoop frame,
we got it set up. If you come check it out.
Yeah, we put an
880 on it.
Yeah. So it'll be pretty cool.
Yep.
For those of you who are you're looking to repurpose that 830 or 880, yeah.
I got to play with it. Of course.
All right. So that is all the announcements I have. So what do you have, Barb?
I have Bernina Social is next Monday, the 10th of March, and 9 to 4 at the gathering. Please register before Friday. Otherwise, we, may not get lunch. So it would not be fun. So it's Bernina Social next week, Monday, and the end of the month, we have another Quilt class. And we have May, July, and August. Wow. May, I think, is full. July and August, I think, have a few openings. So we're gonna review the Quilt class from last Friday, Saturday. We had a blast, but it was a lot of work. But we will do that in a minute or two.
Did everyone leave with a coat?
Everyone left with a coat.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. And a lot of them were like this far from being done.
Nice. One mini coat that lady made was awesome.
Oh, it's adorable. Yeah. We'll see that in a couple of minutes. So
ooh, you got it?
Yeah, we got pictures.
Nice.
Lots of pictures. But okay, those are my announcements. And then I wanted just a couple of minutes for story time.
Story time?
Story time.
Oh God. We know what this means, everybody.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so I have my new apartment, I have a new garage, I got storage shelving for my garage. Right. You didn't come and pick it up, so you don't know how heavy it is. It's heavy. So I contacted a couple of my friends, and they came over yesterday and put it together. But in the boxes were the tools to put these together. So I don't know. This is just hysterical. Where can I put it?
What is that?
This is the hammer, the mallet that they're supposed to use to put it together. I mean, this just makes me laugh because it's so small. They brought their own tools, of course, and also a pair of gloves. Now, I can fit in these gloves, but I seriously doubt whether my Stitch Brothers could get these on. This just makes me laugh. I think, of course, they were probably made in Japan.
So the
or
only
China.
tools they gave you was a hammer and glove?
Yes.
Nice.
But luckily, John and James had the right tools and equipment with them, so it was good. But they brought these in and said, "You might want to keep." Yeah, right. I said, "This is what I could make this use this for jewelry, but not serious anything."
So did you put it together?
I did not.
Okay.
James and John did.
Nice.
Yes, so I have shelves now in my garage. Yay! So I can get some of the stuff out of my apartment so I can move. And the other story is my physical therapist is just a darling young man, and he takes really good care of me. But he said that after I'm done with my surgery, I should start writing a book. And he has several titles for me to choose from. All right. A Stitch in Time Saves My Spine. Fat Quarters to Flat Discs. The Quilter's Guide to Back Surgery. And Piecing It Together. My Spine, My Stitches.
Oh my God.
So there, I'm going to start writing a book about my spine.
Stitching with stitches?
Yeah, stitching with, yeah. But, okay. So that he sent those last night. I just had to laugh. And then I am going to do a little personal thing here, a little tiny personal thing. I want the Dragonfly Dreams kit. All right. It's out of stock. I'm sure if I asked Amy, she would just look at me like, "Are you crazy? I'm not going to make you a kit." But I want one because I'm going to have this back surgery and I'm going to be sitting on my butt for quite a bit. And it would be wonderful to sit and stitch the Dragonfly Dreams kit. If anybody has one that they aren't in love with, I'm willing to buy.
All right.
Okay. All right. Now we can.
Anything else, Barb? We got any questions in the chat for Barb?
So far, yeah. Oh, what kind? For the quilted coat, we use the Tamarack jacket pattern by Grain Line Studios. It's a real basic pattern. We do a lot of fitting. And why don't we show some of those pictures, Kaylee?
Because you have a few different styles, right?
Yeah.
Is it all one pattern?
It's all one pattern.
Oh,
So
nice.
One of my students suggested that we start by showing you the quilts before they got cut apart. So we have pictures of the quilts before.
Wow.
Yeah, before, and wait till you see after. That one was a flannel. That was a traditional used quilt, double wedding ring. Yep. That was a very modern.
That's cool.
And another double wedding ring. Wait till you see that one. Spectacular. These girls did such an amount of work. That was Barbara, the other Barbara in the class. And okay, there is the double wedding ring, almost done. That is Katrina Selhausen, who was one of my assistants, modeling it so that the person whose actual coat it is could see what it looked like. But yeah, that's and Sandra brought panels of quilted fabric that she had made, and it was a spectacular coat. but
Nice.
she did that before. She did the panels before she got to us. And
Oh,
we
this is the
had,
one, right? Yeah.
yeah, we had a pregnant lady with us, and she made a mini coat that was just flippin' adorable. I think there's another picture of that. Oh, here we go.
Nice.
Fronts. Okay, fronts. You can see how some of these quilts turned into beautiful jackets and coats, and these ladies were so happy. Let's see. And then we got the backs. Oh, there's the crew. We have myself, we have Katrina with the gray hair, and we have Deb Allen joined us. And Deb is an exceptional fitter. She was like the best part of our team for the weekend. She worked her butt off, helping people get just exactly what they wanted. So we're talking about the sleeves were too short. We added a cuff. And there Lisa came and visited us and had a little attitude there, but it was fun. That was the star of the show.
Yeah.
She took that huge quilt and cut it up. This is what Lisa told her to do. She wanted a long coat, and Lisa looked at her and said, "You're so tiny. You should have a short jacket." And that's what she turned out. It was just adorable on her.
You know, that actually is cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would actually, you know,
Yeah.
some of the stuff, you know, you'd wear to certain places or whatever, that
Yeah.
you rock that anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that was the double wedding ring, and she put a little tiny collar on it. Look at the detail on her cuff. So pretty.
Barb, pretty soon all you're going to be doing is code classes if you keep promoting this. You understand, right? That's all anyone's going to want to do.
I know. In the comments, I posted this out on Facebook. That's Rebecca, and she wanted a vest. She put that fabric together and quilted it before she came. And there's the whole crew. Everybody. There were 9 students. That was Barbara's coat. That turned out kind of cool with the color at the bottom and top. Yeah. So that was the class. They worked their butts off. We decided that we were going to subtitle the class "The Patience Building Encounter." All right, because by the time we got done, fitting shoulders is kind of tricky because it can really change a lot of what goes on in the coat. So we did a lot of switching around and cutting off and tucking in, and Deb Allen was so proficient at that. It was wonderful. So that was this beginning of the month coat class. Now we have the end of the month coat class coming up.
There's probably not any spots in that, is there?
No.
Yeah.
We had somebody drop out, but we decided to
Keep it
at what we had, because I had 9 people in this class, and all 3 of us teachers were booking. So, all right. You want to take some more questions?
Yeah, let's see
Okay.
what they got here.
Okay.
Is the 52 feet no longer available? Is the 51 roller foot as good? Do you know anything about that?
The 52 foot is a Teflon foot, and there are Teflon feet for the 5.5 millimeter.
Yeah, because that's what that is.
Yeah, there are new feet for those purposes. So if you
Big book of feet is on
Yeah.
sale.
Right.
there you go.
Geez, I
But
know we don't have that one up here. We could consult that.
yeah. But give us a jingle or a email, and we can help you out, find what you need. Okay.
Sure.
But yeah, we have Teflon feet. Ooh, hoop frame.
You want this one, Jake?
You got it.
So the hoop frame is essentially, and we talked a little bit about this last week, but it's a new product that the Q Series team from Bernina just released. And it's really aiming at someone who has limited space, okay, but you don't want the sit down. When we say sit down with the Q Series, that means the machine sits in the table and you got to move that, you got to steer the fabric yourself, you know, so you got to like move the thing around, right? So the hoop frame is, what is it, 5 foot, right?
It's right around that. I think it's a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very simple, meaning it's essentially
Yeah.
like an old school, almost it looks like a hand quilting frame. It's just a hoop that stands, but it's got a carriage system that you can mount like a 7 series or an 8 series. You really would want to do it. Probably an 8 series would be really good for that.
Yeah.
You can get them for really cheap right now.
You sure can.
So yeah, you
Package deal,
can.
probably.
Yep, because of the discontinue. But if you have limited space or you have like an old 830 and you want to do free motion quilting, it's a small, light, affordable option for people who can't go with the full shebang.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice option than having a frame at 5 feet.
You think so?
Yeah, because you can put a queen size quilt on, or even
just
a
hoop
king
it around.
size
Yeah,
one.
that's
You
a
can just
good
keep
point.
moving it
Yeah.
over, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point. You can't do that with a
Can't do that with a
5 foot.
If you're-
5 foot frame.
Yeah.
Right?
because it's a hoop. You just can lay it over however. So you could do a king size quilt.
Basically, you free float it over the frame, and it has these things
clamps.
that just you clamp
That's a
it
good
right
point.
down, and then you just keep moving it
I didn't
over.
even think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yep.
the 5 foot frame is like the 5 foot studio frame, which is a really nice option. But if you set that up at 5 foot, you have to do it traditionally where you have to attach the parts to the poles.
Yeah.
Correct.
You don't have to do that with the hoop frame. So that's a
Yeah.
good point. So,
Yeah.
Actually that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then you can do a queen
And
size.
I went back and looked
I
at
like it a lot more now.
I looked at the frame.
I do. Because
Yeah.
like honestly
you pumped us
before
up.
it was kind of just like, yeah, it's cool. It's another product. It fills a specific spot, but it wasn't
Yeah.
that exciting. But now
I
that's a good
think-
idea.
I think
Yeah.
ideally you would
Yeah.
want a Q16 on it,
Yeah. Ideally.
Um,
Yeah.
just to maximize that quiltable space
Space.
on it.
Yeah.
But the
yeah.
880 that I put on it, it seems
Yeah.
like it's going to work. I'm going to hoop something up eventually here in a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah,
And I
so
just built it yesterday, so
Yeah.
we got to figure out where we're going to put it.
we
But
can't.
it's compact. I was surprised how compact it was.
Mhm.
Like, oh, is there a space in my apartment?
No, I really like how
Uh,
Bernina designed the gears on the one pole that they're like internal now, so you don't see any of the mechanisms,
Oh,
right?
so
it's
it-
covered by like a
and
plastic strip. Sweet.
Then you don't get thread caught in there, and
Right.
yeah, that sounds cool.
No, it's a
Nice.
nicely designed little setup.
We
I'm
can't
excited
we
to see
can't
it.
talk specific price. Bernina doesn't like that, but we will say that it's going to be closer to that sit down price.
Mhm.
And again, we always have the demo Q16s that we used at the Madison Quilt Show. So they were used for three days. And you can always get a really good deal. So give us a call if you're interested in that. That is something that we can definitely help you out with. Okay, what else?
Will Q20 fit on it?
Yeah, I think so, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't looked in that one. Do we have that one? I don't know if we have the long arm.
I think we do, but it's downstairs, and I haven't looked at it because it's your gig.
Yeah. And I have a lane.
Yeah.
I stay in it.
Yeah.
Debbie, we'll take a look at that and see. I'd imagine that it's got to cover some of the Q-matic stuff, but I haven't looked at that one.
Yeah.
Do we have that one?
I think we do, but I'm not
Because
sure.
I thought it was
Do we go grab it?
Yeah, go see if you can find it because I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know.
All right.
Next.
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's all?
Okay. All right. So you want me to do my dragonfly?
Do the Dragonfly real quick because
Okay.
I want to talk about that, and then I got some really great stuff to
Okay.
show up.
All right.
off
So
here.
last week I said I was going to talk a little bit about light boxes, and we kind of got long and didn't really get to that. But what I did this week is I took the light box, the LED light box, and I put my stuff on it. And what I did, this is flannel. So it's kind of difficult to see through the flannel. If this was regular cotton, it would have been a lot easier to see, but I was able to outline what I needed to outline. Let's get those out of there. So that I can get parts and pieces on and fill things in. I got the stems put on and some of the big stuff, so I can start getting my Dragonfly laid out, because I was having a lot of trouble laying it out without some assistance, because there's lots of parts and pieces and I didn't know where they went and how to fit them in there. And the photos are good and the layout's good, but I wasn't getting it. So the light box really helped me get the stems in so that I can see where things are going to end up. And the LED light boxes now are relatively inexpensive up to very expensive. So if you don't have a light box and you're doing a lot of applique, you want a light box. And I would go out and look, like on Amazon, they have a variety of types and price ranges. I know Lisa has one here that's one of the more expensive ones. It's quite nice. They're thin, they're portable. You could put them, like if you're traveling, you just put them in with one of your big rulers and they'd be fine. So it's another tool that will help you get a better result. And now I can lay this out, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do some machine applique with these big wings, and some of the small tiny stuff I will probably do, just like I said last week, I think a triple stitch on them so that they stay down. And then I can take it and do some handwork with it too. So it's one of those projects where you could use both hand and machine. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll show you the results sooner or later. But light boxes, another tool to help you do what you want to do well.
Good job.
I'm done.
I love it. All right, so let's talk about some quilts. I have some really cool stuff. Do you want to, should we talk about the one behind us first?
Yeah. It is.
So this one is amazing. No, yeah. So we don't have that big book that
the particular
I didn't
long
think we
arm.
did.
Yeah.
I didn't think we did. So this quilt is amazing. It's basically, once Kaylee zooms in here, it's basically a 9-patch, alternating 9-patch with a solid. And if she can really zoom into the actual 9-patch blocks, you'll see that she's got solids and then a pattern. So, or like a print. So it's very simple, but it is really, really, really pretty.
Well done.
Yeah.
Really well done.
And I love the color choice is really great. Let's see if Jake can show off. And you can see, yeah.
Yeah, we got the
I did a little
peel.
orange peel on this one, and it just turned out perfect. Her quilt was so square. It really was really easy. A lady said something really funny about this one because we were talking about the fabric, meaning like if you look at the colors, like it looks so good, but when you look at them like individually, it'd be hard to like pick out the bolts of these specific prints. And she said, if you don't like a fabric, it's not cut small enough.
Yes, and I've been told that too.
Isn't that great? Like
yes,
I thought,
yes.
I'd never heard that before. I thought that was so funny. Like, because all these are like little micro prints, and they're very unique kind of color, like kind of like 30s, but I don't know. Is that 30s, Barb? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But like you could imagine some of these fabrics in a bolt, and you don't know that you would maybe choose that.
Yeah.
But like but the effect is just
great.
Amazing. Yeah, it really is
pretty.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. So we did an orange peel. That's that No Fuss orange peel that Colleen found off of Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
We love that one because it doesn't go back over itself. The way the pattern runs is it basically does, and then it goes and it does the little orange peel, so it doesn't have to circle back over itself. The first one that we did, it would always, it was designed where it would double back over itself on the same little orange peel. So when you looked at it, it was like a bold, almost like an apostrophe or what do you want to call it?
The peels was always double stitch.
Yeah, one of the peels is always double stitch on
So
one
it
side.
sticks out, yeah.
Yeah, where this is just very, very nice. It's our absolute favorite. And then I got this little mini.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
so pretty.
So we had a lady who brought her friends. Here, let's see.
Sorry,
Do you
Barb.
want me to stand up?
That's okay. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, yeah,
All right.
Jake, you show that one off here. So we'll wait for Kaylee to get zoom in. There we go. So this is Pat Dubois or Dubois.
I
don't know how you say it.
All wool.
All wool. And I talked to her, and she didn't. We didn't know exactly what she wanted to do, and I'm like, we could do a cross hatch, and that would really make the the piecing stand out. And she's like, well, I got a gamble. I can do a lot of the straight line stuff. I want to do something, that I can't do myself. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, well, what if we did something that kind of was like petals, like where it would almost be like the little leaves of the because those are like African violets or something. What are those, right? That's what they look like. But so we settled on a bountiful feather, which is a feather without a stem. So again, it avoids having to go back over itself. So we don't have to, we're going over wool. So we don't want to like stitch it to death.
Yeah.
So the feather without the stem, where it all goes back over itself if you understand what I'm saying, it's easier to show. But you can see there's no like central stem that this pattern goes back over itself. It doesn't double over itself at all, similar to the orange peel. And this one it was awesome. Now on the back there, again, I used 2370 taupe.
Yeah.
On the backing.
And it looks great.
See if you can go a little bit closer there. And again, like when you're holding that spool of thread up next to it, you wouldn't necessarily choose it. You wouldn't think. But I swear there's something about that color that just blends in so well, and it stitches beautifully. You're probably not going to pick it up in the camera, but it's just got perfect.
Right into the thread.
It's got perfect, ants marching in a row, stitching on the back, and it just turned out fantastic. You can't see where it went through those flowers on the front, which are like 4 and 5 layers thick when you look at them.
Yeah.
Dang, what size needle did you use?
I think we used the 90 jeans on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 So cotton Orifil 2370. I always, if it's 2730, it's 2370.
Yeah.
It's our favorite color. Taupe.
Taupe.
Thank you.
Hope is dope.
Yep. And then let's do this last one right here.
Okay. Which one?
Right here.
Oh, that one?
All right, Barb, you just stay right there.
Okay,
all right?
I'm just going to sit in the background.
Yeah.
I get to see the back. I know
And
what
then
the
we
front
just
looks
did
like.
this shop sample, which is
Woo!
Is this
in a box?
the fussy cut panel, right? The cheater, whatever. Yeah, it's basically designed after one of the antique quilts. And this is a panel. So this is not obviously wool pennies, but it really looks like it. It really looks like it. I had a couple people walking by as it was being quilted, and they were like, oh, look at the wool pennies. And they got close and they realized that, nope. So for those of you who want to do the wool stuff but don't want to do the wool stuff, if you're allergic to it or you're just not into the hand work or any of that type of stuff, this is a pretty cool way to do something like that. It looks really great. This one is the good old-fashioned modern meander, which is our all-time most popular.
Is that taupe on the back too?
That's all I use.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, so it's going to be hard to see.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Because it's perfect. But again, this is the same. It is the same color cotton Orifil, this taupe color that just blends in. If you don't have it, you should order it immediately because you can use it for everything.
Everything.
And it works really great. Like you could look at this and we could have chose like a sort of grayish blue color, but honestly, it's as crazy as it sounds, it wouldn't look as good.
No.
So that's what we have this week. For quilts, we are really caught up right now. So we actually just got some people sent their stuff in, but right now is a great time to get us your stuff because people are getting their stuff back within a period of days.
Yeah.
At the moment. Now we can't promise we'll always be like that,
Yep.
but if you have some stuff that you need done, now is the time. Send it to us And if you have any questions, give us a call. What you got there, Jake?
Machine Spotlight.
Is this one sold?
No, this
Okay.
one's for sale.
Yay!
This is one of our demo 770 QEs. It's got 353,335 stitches on it. So
Like brand new.
just broken in.
Mhm.
Ready to go for somebody else. Give us a call if you need it. You got to have it. What's the price, Luke?
You tell me, Jake.
7?
7. Is it with the embroidery module?
No.
Oh, it's a 770?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to figure that out. But it probably right around 5,000.
It'll be a
It'll
good
be a
deal.
good deal.
Yeah. But I have a 990, so I don't need it.
Yeah, we always have tons.
Jake rolls his eyes at me like,
We
well,
always
of
have
course you
tons
need it.
of inventory, new, used demos. So if you're looking for something and you've got a specific budget, that's the best way to do it. You give us a call. You say, "Listen, I got $5,000." Well, I can show you
What
what
can I get?
$5,000 new buys you. I can show you what $5,000 worth of demo buys you, and I can show you what $1,000 of used. Did I say that one or demo? I forget. Anyways.
Anyway,
Yeah, so that's the best way to go, because sometimes it's like, some of these machines don't have a whole lot of stitches, and you could buy a 570. You
Yeah.
could buy a 570, which is a great machine, brand new, or if you're willing to take one that has a few stitches on it, I mean, that's a heck of an upgrade.
yeah. And
So you're
yeah.
in the
demo machines are not registered, so you can register them
Yep.
as the original owner
Yep.
and get the full warranty.
Yep.
Good deal.
All right. Any more questions before we sign off? We know we got to get out of here a little earlier because my mom is filming live today, right?
I have 2 questions.
2 questions.
Two. No, you do not need to. You can use any regular Bernina needle. We do have the high-speed needles in stock right now.
Do we?
I think we do. I think we got them. You ordered them.
Yeah. So I
think-
ordered them, and
I think they're here.
I looked at them and they were assorted.
Oh,
So I feel like they sent
ordered
us the
some
wrong
too.
ones. Did you order some too?
okay.
Not high speed. I ordered.
I don't know.
So maybe those are it then.
Oh,
The assorted.
okay.
I ordered
Okay.
assorted
Okay.
specifically.
Because I'm like, I ordered the high speed and I opened them up and I got assorted. So those
Okay.
are because
Well,
We
anyway.
got needles, is what we're saying.
Yeah. Anyway, and yeah, you can. Those needles are not easy to find, and yes, you can use any regular flat with the one that has a flat back in the BO8, like 90-14, 80-12, anything. I bet you could even use a 120.
I'd be willing to bet you could. Make sure you get it all the way up there.
It's a personal joke.
We'll ask questions about the quilt behind you.
Yeah. So I believe we measured it, and I think the finished size were like
3
5.
inches.
Well, no. So the
Nine
each of
inches.
the little squares were 5/8. So yeah,
It got to be half-inch finished.
if I remember correctly.
Whoa.
Well, I know that the
little.
finished sides are around 2 inches.
This block is 2 inches.
Yeah, the whole thing is 2 inches
Oh my god.
because I wanted to get the orange peel as close to 2 inches as possible.
I think it was like an inch and a half.
That's what I'm saying.
Inch and a half to me.
We will check this. One moment,
Hold
please.
on, let's get the official.
We will get a ruler over here. And,
I think they're 2.
I think they're smaller than 2.
all right. Who's betting?
I think they're 2 because I
Just under 2.
just under 2.
They're not 1.5, and they're not.
How much
2.
is each one of the little squares?
little white squares?
Yeah,
5/8. You're right.
5/8. Yeah, see, I know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
man, that is small.
It is tiny.
Yeah,
That
so
is
it's
small.
a lot of work, but I think they use the method, the strip method. There's different ways to
Yeah,
do it, right?
yeah,
You're
there
not-
are-
Nine-patch strip piecing. If you want to know how to do that, it's in our 9-patch gatherings book.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So,
Product placement.
Is that it?
oh, wait a minute.
That's it.
Wait a minute.
What?
There was something else we wanted to talk about.
What?
Yeah, we have winners, but crap. I thought we had.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
All right, first winner, Diane Mick. Congratulations, you are a winner.
And we have Crystal Ekman. Crystal Ekman, please contact Heidi.
And Jeannie R. You're a winner.
Yay. All right.
Awesome.
All
job.
right.
All right.
That concludes this week's episode of Stitch Brothers. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Do we have nothing else otherwise?
Remember to set your clocks forward.
Yeah, set your clocks forward.
Ooh, is it that time already?
We're getting there.
On Sunday.
It's Fat Tuesday. We can go and
Today?
today's Fat Tuesday. Yep.
What is that?
We can go.
That's the 1 day a week.
One.
Acceptable, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
You're acceptable.
Is that a fat joke?
All right, on that note, always remember to clean and oil
Oil
your
your
Bernina.
Bernina.